Hey Pisces. So when I was shuffling your cards and meditating on your energy, um, before I even touched the cards and came to do your reading, I was really excited about doing your reading. And I don't know why, but this kind of like, I became very eager and excited and my energy levels spiked. and, um, and so when I was shuffling through your cards and meditating on your energy, that was confirmed to me. And so I feel like you may be feeling a little bit of like a spark of energy that could be something that was like long awaited, or maybe you're just kind of finding your flow and you're kind of starting to resonate and just like a bit of a more high energy vibe, which is great. And I'm so happy to feel that energy for you. It's quite refreshing for me as well. So I know it's not me. Because I can be a bit of a Debbie Downer sometimes, but trying to stay positive. So anyway, so that's really nice. It kind of feels like you're maybe feeling a little bit excited about something, perhaps. I'm going to pull an oracle card for you for the overall energy. Yep, that sounds about right. You got the Elixir of Life card, which I just think is perfect for the energy that I'm picking up on for you. It's like a life force energy where you're just feeling, you're feeling full of life, so it's great. It's so refreshing. Pull some tarot on here. So for Pisces, Spirit, do you have any messages you'd like to send Pisces through me today? Any messages for Pisces today, Spirit? I'm even shuffling faster than usual. That's great. Very nice. Okay. 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 Interesting. Interesting. Okay. That's the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. Nine of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. So, Pisces, interesting energy for you right now. I kind of feel like you're counteracting something here, okay? So I kind of feel like you're not feeling like this upbeat, excited, like can-do attitude, like because everything's going great. Does that make sense? I feel like you might be counteracting some other things that are going on in your world right now. And it might be very possible that some of these energies that are showing up here right now could be something that you have been dealing with, and so now you're just like, nope, I'm going to power on through it. Whatever it is, it's not going to hold me down. It's not going to stop me, which is actually, I think, really fitting for your reading today, Pisces, because as I was getting ready to do your reading, my phone storage was full, and so I had to go and sit and delete some things in order to make room for this reading. There was a couple other things like, and then my phone battery was getting low, so I had to wait for it to charge. And so anyway, I'm telling you this because it felt like an obstacle. Like it felt like obstacles getting in the way of me doing your reading, which frustrated me. But I was like, you know what? No, like I have this upbeat energy, like I'm gonna keep this going, because after I started kind of sitting there for a moment and I was getting through like, whatever needed to happen, my energy level started to drop, and then all of a sudden I was like, no, I gotta wake back up, I gotta do this, and so I feel like that might be a little bit of what's going on for you, is that it's possible, because we have the Eight of Swords coming out, it could be quite possible that there are some things that feel like obstacles or restrictions that are frustrating you, and and you're just gonna cut right through them, which I think is great, because the way that I see it is this is, I don't want to say self-imposed restrictions, but thinking about things as restrictions is a choice. Does that make sense? Where that the thing that's happening is maybe not necessarily a choice, it's just the circumstance, but the way that you view it, do you see it as like an insurmountable obstacle? Is it an obstacle that prevents you and actually stops you from doing what it is you're trying to do? Or is it something that is like, okay, this is an obstacle, but I'm going to overcome it? Right? So I feel like your energy levels are picking back up somehow, and you're like getting this this kind of wind in your sails a little bit, I feel like, to overcome whatever this energy is that's keeping you stuck. Okay, so next coming out, we have the Queen of Cups in reverse. And so what I'm kind of feeling, I feel like these two energies are very much interrelated. It might be that you're feeling like you're not feeling as emotionally abundant and loving as you usually are, Pisces, and you could be feeling like some sort of obstacles or restrictions are kind of inhibiting you from really like having that overflowing cup that you so often have and you're so often able to share with others. And so perhaps you're feeling a little bit like, you know, you've been feeling stuck in low energy and not having that emotional you know, fulfillment that you really want, right? So I feel like maybe this could be even like a lack of love in your life, perhaps even from like outside of yourself. Like maybe you're not really getting the amount of love that you really like need, or that you really would like. And the Eight of Swords, I think, definitely is kind of portraying a little bit of like obstacle going on here. So, but not to fear. You've got the Four of Swords as well. And so what the Four of Swords is telling me is that, you know, this may have been a period of rest for you. You may have been resting and, you know, kind of being in a lower energy state, right? Like, I mean, hibernation is a state where you are lower energy, right? Like, so there's nothing wrong with being low energy, okay? Everything has its season, right? So I feel like you may have been going through this cycle of things being much slower for you, and perhaps, you know, you've been taking it really easy, you've been taking a rest. And so now I'm kind of feeling that it's possible that you are, you know, coming out of that, and you might be feeling some energy and like a little bit of an energy boost. This elixir of life is hitting you, right? I mean, that's just the feeling I get for you, Pisces, which is great. So next we have the Page of Swords in reverse. And what I'm going to tell you about this is that I feel like perhaps you have spent some time on social media, maybe kind of peeking in on some people who you've been curious about. Maybe it could be, you know, it could be anybody, you know. I'm not gonna point fingers, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna say you're stalking your ex, okay, because I just feel like that's really toxic. I'm not gonna go right to that. Like, I'm not gonna jump to conclusions with this card, because what I'm seeing is that you're not spending any more time doing that, okay? Like, I feel like you are getting out of your head, and you're not, I don't know, this could be like a hyperfixation on the internet, okay? I mean, I don't know, that's just the vibe that I'm getting, is like being very much in your head and focusing on things that are outside of yourself. And I feel like you're changing that. So whatever you're kind of not doing anymore when it comes to like social media and the internet, maybe you've stopped posting as much, maybe like the feeling I get is looking at other people though. Like, that's really the feeling I get, is like maybe you have taken your energy away from people who you typically do hold space for when it comes to like looking at their content, watching their content, whatever it is, and you're taking space from that. And I think that's healthy. That's good. Whatever this is good. All right, especially if you've been stuck in your head and feeling really stuck with this Eight of Swords energy, okay? And especially if you're feeling like you don't have, like, your cup isn't very full, you know what I mean? You've been resting. That, you know, I just feel like it's good, okay? The next thing we have is the High Priestess in reverse. Now, so I think this speaks a lot to whatever this other energy is, Pisces, about, you know, you being kind of like taking a step back from the world and resting, but like feeling stuck in your head. I feel like that your intuition, it's very possible that like your inner knowledge, your inner wisdom really for yourself, for your happiness, your fulfillment, your sense of satisfaction, I feel like, you know, perhaps that this energy has really separated you from that. and you felt really cut off, okay? But the next card we have coming out is the Magician. And the first thing I thought of was that moment when my energy started to deplete and I started to feel unmotivated and I started to feel frustrated that, you know, I was hitting obstacles to doing this next reading, and I was, you know what I mean? And I just said no. And I literally clapped my hands and was like, mm-mm. And my energy spiked back up, okay? So what this is telling me is that you actually have more power than you think in your own, like, to change your own energy and your own attitude, okay? And your own motivation levels, energy levels, whatever. And this feels like a breakthrough. Like, this Magician, to me, like, I have chills up and down my body right now, because it feels like a breakthrough. And even just that little moment for me earlier felt really, really impactful. And I feel like that's what you're discovering. You're discovering that you can say, no, I am going to do the thing that I am motivated to do, the thing that I'm excited to do, and that brings me life, you know, that I'm feeling alive and my energy levels are high for this thing, right? And that's when you know that your intuition is talking to you, okay? And sometimes it can be hard because you can fall off the wagon, okay? You really can. You can fall off the wagon when it comes to your happiness, your energy, your motivation, your love for life, everything like that. And it's not something to be ashamed of, okay? Like, life is extremely challenging. Hey Pisces, sorry about that. So basically I feel like it is within your power, okay, to revitalize yourself. That's the biggest message that I'm getting for you today, which is really, I'm just really grateful for, you know, an empowering message, okay? So this is great. We'll go ahead and move on and pull a couple more cards. Okay. Yep, that makes sense. No. Sorry, my camera is just a little bit not where I'd like it. Okay, a little better. Anywho, Spirit, we have any messages for Pisces right now? Any messages for Pisces? Okay, we're gonna take them. Okay. So we have the Hermit card coming out, which for me really does feel a lot like this Four of Swords energy, which is looking into how it is you're feeling and taking a step back and finding your inner guidance, okay? Especially if you're feeling disconnected from your intuition here. I think that it's that this is really important, and I feel like you are either doing this work now or you have done this work, okay? And this is where this revitalization is coming from. Next, we have the Justice card coming out, which is great. Libra energy, this is all about balance. So it could very well be that, you know, maybe you got knocked off your horse by something else outside of yourself, you know, and so I really feel like this is your justice, is that you're getting back into balance, and that you are going to start moving forward, okay? And that things are going to start to turn around for you. That's the vibe that I get. Next, you have the Knight of Cups. And with the Knight of Cups, I'm feeling, you know, with this Queen of Cups in reverse also, I'm just feeling like perhaps this is, you know, this could be love coming to you, okay? And it can be in many forms, okay? There's a lot of different types of love. And that's something that I think people sometimes fail to recognize. You know, you have agape love as well, okay? And this is non-romantic love, platonic love, you know, so I mean, if you want romantic love in your life, if that's not something that you're experiencing right now, you know, then it's very possible that it could be romantic love coming to you as well. But you know, keep your heart open to other forms of love, because I feel like, especially if you're in this place where that you are trying to find your motivation, trying to find your energy, and you're having to push past a certain amount of you know, restrictions, then, you know, accept the love that comes towards you You know, of course, use your discernment. But, you know, what I'm saying is that, you know, that it could really help boost you and push you in the right direction here, okay? So, you know, I think that it's okay for you to be open to support, admiration, you know, encouragement, okay? Things like that, right? Because the next card coming out is the Eight of Swords again, okay? And so what I'm seeing here is that, you know, there are some types of mental blocks going on, okay, for you, and you're having to push through it, okay? And you're having to do a lot of soul searching, a lot of digging, and I think that it's very possible that, you know, this Knight of Cups energy, this Justice energy, this, you know, Magician energy, this is helping you to break free, okay? And so, you know, just, I think that it's important to acknowledge, if this resonates for you, to acknowledge that it's something that is pervasive or that it's consistent, you know, because if you keep going through these ups and downs, and, you know, some days you feel, you know, good, some days you feel down, it could be a consistent thing that needs to be addressed directly, okay? So this is what I have for you today, Pisces. Thank you so much for tuning in. I wish you all the best, and I'll see you next time.